think we're on.
I don't know what's
I
happening.
don't know. This is a crazy person. Oh dear.
There you go. I think. I don't know.
Where are we?
There.
You are.
Okay. Why are you so far away? You have all this room now. Scooty your booty over. We got all this room. It's amazing.
Oh my God. Hi, bud.
Oh my God.
Where's my mouse? It's on the wrong side. I'm not left-handed.
I don't know.
Do I need this?
Yeah, if you want the mouse to work.
Where do I stick it?
oh, Barb.
She's so bad.
Me?
You.
What? No. Okay. Are we good?
I think so.
Are we here?
Well, that's a
Are they
lovely
here?
shot.
Oh, why is it frozen?
I don't know.
Oh, that's ugly. Thanks, YouTube. Why does it?
Good morning. Good morning.
Listen,
good morning,
why do I
good
ask
morning.
questions?
I don't know.
The problem is that I'm not photogenic. And so the
Oh,
internet
please.
captures
Oh,
the worst of
please.
me. I'm not. You're the one that says it all the time. My mouth's always open.
Well, that doesn't mean you're not photogenic.
Doesn't mean I am either. Well,
morning,
whatever.
morning,
So-
morning. Good morning, everyone.
I feel like we need like a little
We need a
warning.
tune?
We need a warning before we start now. Because a lot of you have been watching all the tutorials I've been making lately. Have you seen all the things I've been
I
doing?
think I have.
I have.
I know.
Which is very exciting. So if you came here from
It's
one
a
of
job
those,
requirement.
yes, it is.
I have to watch.
If you came here from one of those tutorials because you thought, wow, she's doing a live, we can learn stuff. You're wrong. We're not gonna teach you anything today. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's not really that kind of a program. Our Friday morning program is really just us being us.
It's me taking a break from shipping.
Exactly. It's me not editing something,
Yeah.
drinking coffee, doing our thing. I didn't stir my coffee, so I'm gonna get a
But I
nice
wonder
gulp
what
of sugar
everybody
at the
thinks
end.
of the lighting. Is our lighting better?
Can you tell?
My
Can
God, we're in sunshine.
Can you tell that my husband has been working like a crazy person? It's been wonderful. Just a few things I want to know about my husband. I don't know if he's going to watch today. He still does not have a YouTube account. So if you see text messages popping up,
Yeah,
he knows I can
it's
get
him.
them on there.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. So my husband, first of all, I do post wonderful things about him because he is great. He really is. We love him. But he's not like that all the time. So if you think that like, wow, you have this picture perfect marriage, we don't. I still want to put his head through a wall some days. We have a regular marriage. So I just post the nice things online because there's this thing right now with like, there's a fine line. How much honesty do you put on the internet? Because like, I want to be real. I'm not going to lie on the internet, but also I don't need to air my dirty laundry. So yes, I love him. Yes, I want to punch him sometimes, but also I'm not going to post like, hey, we had a fight. Want to hear what it was about? So I think I found a good happy medium, you know, but his birthday, which was a Saturday, he woke up and I said, what do you want to do today? It's your day. We could do anything that you want. And if what you want is for me to go away and leave you alone, I'll do that too. I don't care. And he said, let's go to your shop. I want to fix your lights. And by fix, he means take down everything that I did, make our ceiling look like Swiss cheese. And sorry, Joe. And and rehang them. Not because I did them wrong, as he says, but because he can do them better. And he can. But I was alone. I had no help. So I had to do what I had to do. But he did a great job. And then the other day, as you saw, the rager that we were having here, the mailman came, and I'm sure he could hear.
Oh gosh.
Just imagining what that poor guy was like, what are they doing in there? But he doesn't ask. Our mailman's very quiet. He's a quiet man who just picks up the mail, gives you a wave and leaves. So I can only imagine what he was thinking. But Eric came in and redid all the lights for his work buddy, Barb. That he always calls you, his work buddy.
I never see him.
I know, because we've been here because of the snow.
He's the phantom.
The snow. Well, he said he was going to make an appearance today, and I was like, no, you're not. You have things. I know you're not going to drive all the way out here. I'm like, no, go away.
You never know.
No, he was in Troy, so I know he's not coming here. So anyway, that's that. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. You'll understand what this is about later. Eric made this. I know you're jealous. I can tell. Eric made this.
I want it.
No, it's mine.
Only if he signs it though. So when he's famous.
Eric made this. And I said, if I post a video with you sewing on my sewing machine, they're going to think it's because the time has come and we're going to make a tote bag together. And he keeps telling me we're going to do it. Now Barb wants his son to be involved in that too.
We all a lot of bleeping.
We want to watch the men in our lives struggle through sewing. So we think it'll be fun. I don't know if Sean's up for it. I'm not really sure, but Eric's like, and I want a camera right here in front of my face. I'm like, oh, for the love of God.
Yeah.
So, he's now Spielberg directing me on how we're going to make our videos. He's a piece of work.
Mhm.
So where should we start, Barb?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm holding this up, so let's look at it.
Let's look at it. It's so
Isn't
pretty.
this beautiful? I love this.
What's the name of it, Jess?
I don't know. Folk flowers, because I ran out of names. Listen,
I'm like, what?
y'all have no idea how hard it is on this end. They don't give me names.
No.
They're like, here's a flower on black. And I'm like,
You know what we
great.
should do? We should write a bunch of names on paper and put them in a bin. And
You're
every
going to
time
hate
you get
all
one-
those too. So
Yeah,
what
but
does
then
it even
every
matter?
time we get a new one, we'll just pull one out of the bin.
Whatever. Listen, you don't have to like the name. Like the cork. Barb doesn't like the name. I don't like the name. Get over it. Just like the cork. So before anybody asks, it is a black background. I made sure to double check it with more than one person because I'm blind. And to
It's
me, I'm
black.
like, as black as it navy. It's black.
Mhm.
But it's not like jet black. It's like a soft black. It's like a brushed black. So that's why I think sometimes it looks navy.
You know, it
but-
reminds me of the texture black.
Well, I think it
Yeah,
is. I think
yeah.
it's on the textured black.
Okay.
So I did color match it, but I just wanted to show you. These are our favorites. And Barb, what's your least favorite color?
Yellow.
And she likes
And I like
she
the
likes
gold with
it. The
I
mustard.
don't like gold.
No. And what's your second least favorite color?
Green. And I love the
And it
green
looks
with it.
really good. And then what's the color that we both thought was going to be amazing?
Not so much.
Medium blue green. It was like it's okay. I said it's an okay match. It's not my favorite, but somebody will do something with it, and I'll go, oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Because it's always different when you sew it. Like it's
True.
always different when you
True.
make it into something than
Yeah.
when you're just holding it together. Don't you agree?
Exactly.
I think so. So that is on the website. My what did Tricia call them? The Patreonites. Because I needed. I
Patreonites.
said one of the podcasts I listened to, they call them Patronuses. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, what are you guys?
They
Like,
call them what?
Patronuses, because patrons just sounds it's boring. So Tricia came up with the Patreonites. So my computer does not like that word because it thinks I'm saying patronizing, which I'm not. Is it patronizing or patronizing?
I say patronizing.
Okay, we'll go with that. Somebody will tell me I'm
Oh,
wrong.
somebody says caramel.
Oh,
Sue.
Sue Smith. I know it's Sue Smith,
It's Sue
isn't it?
Smith.
It is.
Yep,
I just didn't grab it. You are right. Our favorite
She's gonna
is
post her project later.
the
today.
caramel. And Sue made something out of it. Don't be mad, but she is a Patreonite, a Patreon member. But also I had a little bit of it at the retreat because I was playing around with it, and Sue snagged a piece and made a beautiful bag. Wait until you see it, Sue. Please
She's gonna
don't
post
forget.
it later.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it made me remember how much I love the Lucy pattern. It's been so long. And the caramel, even though it's not even really in here, it
But
just
it really looks good with it.
it's so good. It's so good. So that is new. I showed you one, but I didn't show you the other. I have two new prints that I designed. I loosely I say that designed. They're mine. You can't find them anywhere else. I didn't like take pen to paper, but they have two new ones coming hopefully before we leave for So Magical, because I want it for So Magical, but I also want you to have it. And then did I order anything else? Bunch of restocks, but we have more cork coming. So
We always have more.
we
cork
always
coming.
have more cork coming.
Now, you're going to Texas, right?
I am going to Texas, and then I'm going to Brooklyn, and then I'm
So
coming back.
Eric's going with you.
Yes,
That means the cork won't get cut.
as long as it comes in before we leave.
And if it doesn't,
Then you have to cut it and bring it to Texas.
okay.
Speaking of that trip, I got to tell you, I kind of hope he's not watching right now.
I haven't
So,
seen him yet. So
Actually, he's probably busy right now. So we're driving here the other day, and Eric says to me, "Did you like finish our plans for Texas? Like, obviously we have the show at the end of our trip. We have Brooklyn. Did you plan anything for in between?" And I was like, "No, because I didn't know what you wanted to do. We've got like a 3-day hiatus. Do you want to just start heading back to New York? Do you want to go somewhere?" I'm like, I didn't know what you wanted to do. So Eric decided And I smiled and went along with it, even though it makes me really uncomfortable.
Oh God.
Eric decided that we're going to be spontaneous.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
And we're not making plans. We're just going to
You're
figure
just
out,
gonna
we're going to
drive?
be nomadic for a few days. I don't know if I really like where this is going. I've listened to a lot of true crime stories that start this way. I was like, he goes, I know you're a planner. Does that bother you? And I was like, no, it sounds like so much fun. No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound like fun at all. It stresses me out. It's giving me stomach pains. But I'm trying something new. So we have no plans. We're done we check out of our hotel after So Magical, and I don't know where
You're
we're
just
going.
on the road.
We're just going. And
on
I'm
the
like,
road again.
and then he says,
Oh
he
dear.
goes, the worst thing that happens, like we end up sleeping in the car. And I was like, no,
Oh,
no, I need a bed and a shower. So, yeah, so that's that. I don't I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm going along with it because we always do it my way because I have OCD and I like things a certain way. So I'm letting Eric make
This should be
decisions.
interesting. I can't wait to hear.
So should I vlog our entire trip?
I think
Let
you
me
should.
know.
Yeah.
Because,
Definitely.
hopefully we're still married when we come back. That's what I'm hoping for. But I said yes, so I can't back out now.
What did you call the Patreon people?
Patreonites.
Elaine says patronista.
Patronista.
Yeah. And somebody wants to know, Kay wants to know if you're ever going to restock the pearl yellow. It's her favorite yellow.
It's beautiful, but they discontinued it. So
sorry.
No. No, I had been trying to get it and was told that it's discontinued. I guess it wasn't a big seller for them. And it was, I mean, we sold quite a bit of it. It was a good yellow. So I'm very sorry about that. If you find it somewhere, it's because those people had more than I did to start with. But no, I am not able to restock that one, which is a bummer because it's a good yellow.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's all right. We move on. We find other things. We keep cork longer than we keep fabric. So, I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it just helps us to, try new things. So we're being flexible. We're being spontaneous.
Cindy wants to know, how long will it take y'all to get to So Magical?
A lifetime.
I had to throw in that y'all.
She says y'all. You guys say, I say y'all when I'm in Texas and I'm not Southern. So I think it's like a 22 or 24-hour drive. Eric
He'll drive straight.
Eric was a truck driver. Keep that in mind. So Eric says to me, this is the other part of the conversation. I think this is why I was not focused. He was like, I'm thinking we're gonna leave at like midnight, 1 o'clock. And I was like, that's night time. I don't want to I want to sleep. And he was like, you can sleep in the car. So I don't know. We might be in Texas 3 days before the show. I have no idea. But if I was driving, if Barb and I were going or my mom and I were going, it would be 2 very long days of driving. Because I can do 12 to 14 hours in a day, depending on what time we leave. And you and my mom are good about getting up early. Not everybody is. So it should be a 2 solid day drive. We'll see.
I guarantee you'll be there in 24 hours.
Oh, I'm going to wake up and we're going to be in Texas.
I think you will. You will.
So Eric's driving, which that's kind of nice because
that'll be nice.
I don't have to drive.
Yeah.
I don't really like driving, so I'm like, I'm fine with that. So that's that. I have so many little piddly stupid things to tell you guys. This is why we don't have new viewers on YouTube because we don't talk about anything. We just have our friends here that want to hang out and listen to us ramble. Let me see here. Well, I already talked about So Magical. I'm very excited about it. I'm getting there. Don't you worry. I wanted to tell you other things that I did because I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, just like I tell you guys to get out of your comfort zone. So yesterday, I posted my new pattern. I'm sure you guys saw it. This, our notebook cover. I love this. Look at how cute. And we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about all the sparkles. But look at you put your little pen in there.
Very cute.
Yes. Put your cards in there. You put whatever you want in there.
Would a composition book fit in there?
No. You could make it bigger for one.
Yeah, you could make it bigger.
But I think that you need to take this one, even though it's not aqua. We're breaking you out of your comfort zone. Because what did you ask me for at the retreat? Not once, but twice.
What did I ask you for?
A notebook.
Notebook. Oh my God, yes.
Barb needs her own notebook, so I think you should take this one.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
That one I put a lot of work into. It's not aqua, but
No,
I'm
but it's
helping
beautiful.
you. So
But it's got a little bit in here.
A little bit. So to get Barb out of her comfort zone, that's
you,
what I
yes.
did for her. You're welcome.
She's the best.
This one's mine because it's
'Cause it's
obnoxious
pretty.
knit and I love it. And it's purple. So I worked my way out of my comfort zone yesterday and it felt really yucky and I did not like it at all, but I did it. And I want to tell you in case you didn't know. And the first comment that I got was from Cindy King. So I was like, oh, I felt good. So I posted that I had a new pattern. It's free. It's up. Go get it. Yay. You guys might have seen in the group that like Trisha and Sue Smith were playing around with stitches. Where do you think that came from? Probably from here. So, because they're Patreons, they got it first. So I decided, since I said I was going to do this, and I tell you guys all the time, work your way out of that comfort zone. I posted the same thing in 2 groups that were not mine. I posted it in the So Magical group because I feel very comfortable
I saw
there.
that.
I feel comfortable in that group. I also posted it in Lauren's So Whatever group, which I'm very comfortable in that group too. They seem like nice people, but I don't know them. And there's a lot of them. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it out there. And as I finish, I'm like, just do it. Just do it. Cause it's like jumping off the deep end. I hit post and I was like, I don't know why I just did that. And I don't know why it makes me uncomfortable, but it does. So my sister is texting me and my sister says to me, because I was like, I'm sweating right now. She goes, why? What's the matter? And I told her, she goes, it's going to be fine. My sister's a good pep talker. She goes, it's going to be fine. She goes, they're going to love it. She goes, there's always going to be some turd that wants to say something nasty because their life sucks. Don't worry about them. And I was like, thank you, Em. Thank you. And nobody said anything mean and they said nice things. And it was, aside from Cindy, it was other people that I didn't know. Because I'm like, I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. We have great customers, but we want more customers and we want to reach more people and we want to make our audience bigger. And so I had to do that. And it hurt my feelings a little bit, but I did it. And then I immediately texted Cheryl Taylor and I was like, Cheryl, I did it. What?
I was told to move over.
Oh, move over. Okay. So I did it. So I want you guys to do it. I want you to do something that makes you uncomfortable because I did. Have you done anything uncomfortable lately? Just aside from sitting this close to your boss. Do I want to know?
Not that I can think of. Oh my God.
You know what though? I think you did.
What?
I think you did actually. Because what you told me before.
What?
You said you just wanted to take a break from long arming, which you never take a break. Even Eric, who is not always perceptive on a lot of things, is like, Barb works all the time. Barb took 2 days and just kind of used your sewing machine and did you do fun stuff? It wasn't for anybody.
No.
That's a step.
It's a project I've been working on for a year.
Is it that one in the box, the one with all the blocks?
No, this is a thing through Pat Sloan, who did Secret Lives of Color. Yeah, where you did a block.
You showed me that book.
Yeah, 3 different sizes, but the book listed all the different colors and you tried to match fabric that you had. And
see, I think that for you, because you work a lot. And that is out of your comfort zone. If you have a picture, we want to see it.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Well, show them.
Here, my arms aren't that long.
That's what Barb worked on. That's pretty awesome. And she worked on it at the retreat. And you did get some stuff done. You got those tiny blocks done. So you know what? I said, because of course I tell my husband this, and he's one of those people that just like, screw it. Just do it. Like that's his attitude. And me, I'm like, I have to be cautious. I have to tiptoe. I have to take my time. I have to overthink everything before I do it, and then overthink it after I do it. I'm on a head case. And I'm like, I think the reason that it makes me uncomfortable is because I don't know those people. When you come to the So Many Creations group, I mean, some people still don't know why they're there, but that's okay.
No.
Some people are still like, where am I?
Yeah.
Whose pattern is this? I'm like, it's still mine. You're coming there usually for a purpose. Now I'm going into this general group where I don't know people, and it's nerve-wracking because what if they say something mean? What if my first venture out there, they're like, well, that's stupid. Or I bought your patterns and I don't like them. And I always think the worst and I'm always prepared for the worst. And so I gave my phone to Eric and I said, I don't want this anymore. I said, please take this away, please. So Eric is reading all the comments and he's like, you got a like, you got this. He goes, Cindy King said this. And I was like, well, I know Cindy. I'm like, did anyone that I don't know say anything? He's like, this person. I was like, I don't know her. And like, it was really nice. I'm like, the people that know me are always nice to me. I'm like, these are people I don't know. So, that's what I did. And I'm proud of myself.
Cindy says, has anyone noticed that after Jessica releases a pattern, then other bag makers release something similar? I will not mention names.
You know, that's actually funny because
somebody else said they did.
Sue Smith emailed me this morning. Sue, because of being at the retreat, knows what our next pattern is. And I'm not going to show you today, but just so you know, you're getting a brand new pattern on Tuesday. Tuesday? Yes, the 31st. I've never done that before either. I've never given you a date. On Tuesday, you're getting a brand new pattern. Patreons, you will get it later today. It's uploading because it's really slow. So you are getting a brand new pattern on Tuesday. So Sue knows, she's seen it. Barb has seen it. Sue said this morning she saw several designers had released the same category. It doesn't look the same. It's not the same. But that's the stuff that happens that sometimes people get it and they're like, things happen and it comes out at the same time. And then there's always that one person that's like, I'm deciding that you copied from her.
Yeah.
They've made this decision and that's it. End of story. And those are the people that I'm always very leery of because once they say it, then it starts to get into people's heads and then the wrong person's like, I know. So if you're in any other bag groups, you might have also seen this week, I'm not mentioning any names. Also, I don't remember any names. There is a pattern that came out. It's a really cool pattern. It's like this zipper thing. There's another pattern that literally released days after that, and they're identical, at least to me. There's probably some differences. I'm telling you right now, from a design standpoint, the person who released it second did not design that pattern 3 days after the first person. That's not how it works. She didn't. I know that. I don't know these people. I don't have anything to do with them, but I can tell you that. So when you see my pattern on Tuesday, if you're like, I just saw a pattern for something like this. I've been working on this since December. Barb can attest to that. And that's why, as weird as it is, I date all of my notes because I don't want to get into a pissing match with somebody over this. And it's happened to me in the past. We all avoid it, but it's that one person that has to be like, I know what you did. And I'm like, I didn't though. So I think that's why I'm just very leery of strangers. So yesterday I was like, this is free. How are you going to be mad about free?
Yeah,
you shouldn't be mad about something free. And then also I use it as my segue in the So Magical group to be like, and hey, I'm coming to Texas. So if you're going to be in Texas, this is some of the cork that I'll have and then some. So I feel a little bit better.
Thinking.
I'm going to do it on Tuesday.
Yep.
It's going to make
you have to.
I have to. No. I mean, I'm going to post in those groups.
Yeah.
That's going to make me sweat a lot. I have excessive sweating issues, but it's fine because I have to. I have to do this for my business because my business needs to be, she's a little baby. She needs to be taken care of. So that's my rant for the moment. It's a lot of words. I have a word quota to meet. So
yeah,
you know,
you meet.
I did.
Usually.
So I'm very excited about that. And you guys should be excited. And I have been on this crazy filming kick, probably because the construction is finally done here, at least for the moment. They are doing construction next door, but they're a lot quieter because they're further away. I have good lights. I have my new whatever. I don't know what this thing is. I think it's called a boom arm. Yeah. I don't know, whatever it is. So I got myself all set up. So I've been filming a bunch of stuff and I filmed something that I was not intending on doing, but I think you guys are going to like it. And this brings me to something else that I've been doing lately. So if you've watched any of my tutorials, you know that I'm all business in my tutorials. I don't crack a lot of jokes. I don't go off, on tangents. Tutorials are start to finish. They're serious. Well, the notebook cover, I think I cracked myself up a few times. I think I'm funny. Definitely the pattern. So in the new pattern that you're going to get on Tuesday with the video tutorial, there's bonus content. I'm calling it bonus content because it's something that's not in the pattern that I added as like a secondary thought. Because for me personally, I wouldn't use that, but somebody else might want that. So you're kind of watching me go AWOL, like trying things out.
Not unusual.
But it's kind of fun. Then I decided, so I showed you guys this several times. I just think it's so pretty. My Charlotte. You guys have made a lot of Charlottes. A lot of you have made a lot of Charlottes. So I've been asked over and over again, because I definitely threw you guys for a loop when I didn't make this all out of cork. I get you addicted to cork, and then I'm like, hey, we're going to use canvas. So I made this one with a little bit of cork. You guys have been wanting it in all cork. So I filmed kind of a tutorial, but also watch me fumble my way through it and make decisions as I go, which I did. I was kind of deciding. And I filmed a tutorial for an all cork Charlotte. I haven't edited it, finished it yet.
Haven't finished the editing.
Thank you. That's a lot of and it went fairly well. And it's kind of fun because you will watch me just make random decisions and see how they work. So that's the only fabric outside. I try not to use our good poles, because then I got to cut them out later when we need them. So it worked out well. I made it on my domestic, and we worked together to make our way through it. So it was just kind of fun. And I had that little embroidered piece. So if you notice, I don't know who this person is anymore. I make this, I show you how to center it on a flap. I do hardware videos. I film an entire Charlotte tutorial. I don't know who I am, but that will be coming out. I'm probably going to do it next week at some point. I just have to finish getting that done. But that was kind of a fun video because it wasn't a full pattern walkthrough. I'm not doing every single step because you have that video. I did kind of I think I started it and I was like, I already finished this piece because there's nothing new to tell you. Let's see how this goes. And I kind of worked my way through making decisions and throwing it together and just kind of having a good time. And it's fun because you can watch that. You get some of my personality, not all this. This is a lot, but just for the sake of it.
Fabulous about the cork Charlotte. I was going to write you about that. Can't wait to
well,
see it.
now you don't have to. Wait until next week and I'll get it done for you. I am. No, somebody had emailed me the other week and it was not the first email. And it was but it was the email that went, okay, you really have to do this. You've been saying you're going to do it. You haven't done it. It's been since October. I wrote it on the board. I wrote everything on the board and then I erased it because I did it. That was not why I was here the other day. I had a whole different intention and that's what I ended up doing because it just kind of spoke to me at that moment. I was like, I think this is what I'm going to do. Eric was, raving in the other room, putting up lights, and I decided to do that. So, it was fun. But I think those are kind of fun videos. And I'm curious to know what you guys think of those. So yes, you're going to learn. Yes, it's a tutorial. 99% of the work is overhead where you're watching me put things together, but they're not 100% planned. I cut my pieces and then I was kind of like, let's see what happens. And let's see if this works. And let's make changes. I didn't make too many changes, but at the end, I was like, if I did it again, I might do this or I might do that. I made it on my domestic because I like to do everything on my domestic when I'm doing it for videos. Plus it's here. So I just want to know if you like that kind of stuff. And once you see the video, let me know. I went a little free range on that one, but
I'll have to watch it.
I think it's going to be fun. I think it's fun. So I could do that with other patterns too, kind of work through some different things. Yeah. It's always good to have more ideas of things to do. And then on top of that, I filmed because I had put makeup on and I was all ready to go. I still will not film an intro without makeup done, but my hair looked a little bonkers and I'm looking at it going, you should probably redo that. And I stared off to one side for a minute and I'm thinking you should redo that. And then I was like, no, because I'm pretty certain that no one comes here for my hair. Maybe they do, but I'm highly doubting that that's why anyone's here. I'm like, you know what? This is what I look like. Whatever. It snowed. My hair got wet. You see what I look like in real life. You're only seeing it on camera. It's crazy. And I sit during our virtual retreats and I don't put any makeup on. I wear sweatpants in front of all of them. So I'm like, you know what? Why am I being so critical of myself? Because, oh my God, I'm putting it on YouTube. I should make sure that I'm perfect. Why? I'm not. Really. I'm not. And I'm like, why am I doing that? So I said to my mom, I'm like, should I redo the intro? And she was like, why? I said, because my hair looks crazy. She goes, it's fine. And I'm like, see, because you're critical of yourself and no one else knows.
I look at some of these long arms and I'm like, did you just get out of bed? Or there's this one girl who's got this wild gray hair, but I mean, it's always wild. Half the time she doesn't have makeup on or anything.
Well, and
she's a great long armor though.
Again, this all goes back to those internet trolls that always have to say something. You probably don't know this, but I know a lot of them do. Lauren from More Me Know, the whole unpolished, unprofessional thing, she does a tutorial and her nail polish was chipped.
Oh.
So some old troll who lives under a bridge somewhere had to be like, she's unprofessional and messy and unprofessional because her nail polish was chipped. That's why you're here. You're here to watch a back tutorial. If she was doing her nails and she was like, "Don't they look great?" Yeah. I'd be like, "Oh, they don't look good." But yeah, that's what she was there for. So you want to know what she did? Because I aspire to be cool like Lauren. Lauren was like, I mean, it's not untrue. Still hurts my feelings a little. It's not untrue. She made t-shirts where she has a pair of scissors that she's cutting and her nail polish is chipped and it says messy and unprofessional. I was like, that is adorable. Yes, I was like, that's what we should be doing. But that's adorable. Because people are like that. I'm like, what if I don't? Are they going to comment on it? You know, it's so, you know what? 2023 is, it is what it is. That's the motto for this year. Whatever happens, happens.
Exactly. So we got somebody from Ontario here.
Ontario?
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
She finally caught it live.
You're actually not that far away from us, but it seems like we are worlds away since we're in two different countries. But you're only a few hours away.
Really.
What else? I made notes. Let me read my notes.
Uh-oh.
That always helps. Oh, I said editing Jessica likes to leave stupid things in. Yes, editing Jessica is a whole different beast. She does whatever she wants. She also went rogue in a new video, which you'll see. It's just fun. Yes, I told them that. So the Patreons got to vote because I did not have anything planned for next week. And I know that I have been saying, and I've been wanting to get the older patterns, like the existing patterns redone and do videos on those. I need new samples, number one, but also I want to make videos. So I put a little poll out there and they voted. And next week I'm going to film the Laney backpack. And I think I'm going to film the fabric version of it, but I'm also going to make, I don't know if it's going to be on camera or off camera, an all cork version because I've never done that before. And a lot of people have asked for that. So Laney is coming up next because the Patreon said yes. It was like by a landslide. Like it was way above anything else.
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry. I was reading.
You see what I deal with? I give her presents. I wish her a happy birthday. And this is what I get. Yes.
Well, they want to know if you're going to SME.
SME.
So magical in Nashville.
I am going to SME.
She's going in
3
to
SMEs.
Nashville.
Oh.
Nashville.
Oh, look. We got new Coke.
Oh, really?
We don't drug deals. We do drinks too much caffeine. New cork.
We got new cork.
My phone is a savage. It changes it to Coke all the time. I am not a drug dealer. I just want to make that clear. So, so magical. Yes. And Eric and I also had a conversation in the car. And aside from me being stressed out, it was a good conversation. If I told him, he would be like, why'd you say yes then?
Yeah.
Because I felt like I had to. It's all right. We're just going to be nomadic.
You'll be fine.
You'll hear about me on 2020. Just promise me one thing.
Stop watching those damn true crime.
Just promise me one thing.
What?
Don't lie. Don't tell everybody that I was a ray of sunshine and I was the nicest person you ever met. Be honest. Be like, she kind of had an attitude, but she was fun. She swore like a sailor. Please at least be real in your interview.
Now.
Yes. Just don't lie. Don't be like, she was the night. She never met a person she wouldn't call a friend. Okay. Don't lie about me. So we were talking because rewind. I do not want to get back into doing shows. I'm just going to throw that out there. It is not on my radar. I am not like, ooh, now that I've tried a show, let's get back into it. That was a life that I don't want to live anymore. Yes, it was fun. Yes, it was profitable. Yes, some cool things happened. How often was I even here?
Not often.
I honestly don't know how I got anything done. I don't want to live out of a suitcase anymore. So I'm letting you know that. So please don't ask me, are you going to be at this show and this show and this show? No.
No, she's not allowed to leave that much.
I don't want to leave that much.
I'm already on the goal for it. You never get a template.
That is true. I'm already going to be gone for 2 weeks. That's stressful. So we were talking about it and I said, because Eric goes, how are you feeling about Houston, about Quilt Festival, which would be in end of October, beginning of November. Boy. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I kind of want you to tell me how you feel because I'm on the fence about it. I said, there's people that want me to go, but there's that part of me that's like, I don't think I really want to. So we were talking about it and we decided that at least for this year, we're not going to do it. I was kind of leaning towards yes. Eric was saying yes, but just because the booth has changed and like the product that I bring has changed and the setup will be less, it's still 2 days driving to Texas. It's still a lot of money to get a booth. The booth price didn't change. They're not going to give me a break.
No.
The booth price is still astronomical.
Mhm.
The work is still there. The hours are still there. That show has a 5-hour preview night. That's a full day of work.
Yeah.
5 hours is a lot of hours on top of setup. Then you have 4 full days of a show and they're long days. They're like 9-hour days. Then you have to tear down and go home. And I said to him, I'm just going to a quilt show again is a lot different than going to So Magical. So Magical is not technically a bag show, but it kind of leans in that direction. So Magical was started as a craft show and all inclusive. You want to make felted pumpkins, you want to make bags, you want to make a quilt. They wanted to include everybody. But because of the names that have gotten associated with it, because of Lauren being, kind of becoming really good friends with Kayla and getting in with it, because of some of the other bag makers that show up and teach classes, Kasaya, Lynn's, all these people, it's heavily geared towards bag making. I belong there. I fit in there. That makes sense for me. 3 shows this year, I'm fine with that. I get to do Texas next month. We go to Nashville in the end of June, and I do Florida again in September. That's fine. And my other thought was, if I say yes to Houston and we have a great show, now am I in that mindset that I'm like, well, a couple more shows, well, one more, and then all of a sudden I'm doing shows 12 to 15 a year again.
Yeah.
I never intended to do that. It just kind of happened. Just like I never intended to have a YouTube channel. That kind of happened. But that's way more fun and way easier and it doesn't require travel the way that does. So the decision has been made. We are not going to go to Houston. If you go to any So Magical this year, I will be there. I will be there vending. Will I be teaching? I don't know. I don't even know when the deadlines are for the next 2 shows. I don't know if I will be or not. Whether I am or not, who cares? I will definitely be vending. So that's already been signed. Contract's already in. We'll see about teaching. We don't know. But, I just feel like I fit in there better. It feels like a better fit for my business today than those other shows felt before. And those other shows were always quilt shows. I always stood out as the bag maker, which sometimes was a good thing. We know where to go. Yeah. Sometimes you get I don't want anything in here. So at least at So Magical, it just feels like it just feels right. So,
it's so magical.
It's so magical. It's not Disney all the time.
Cindy wants to know, what is the pattern for the brown pack on the shelf next to you? Must be that one over there. This, which I can barely see. Yeah.
This? That's Everly.
That's Everly. Oh, yeah, that's a fun one.
If that's not the one you meant, I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's
the only brown one.
I think that's the only brown
one.
Yes. That one, whatever. I'll deal with it later. Is that it?
Cindy says, Janome needs help with their booth. You could bring in the customers for them. Angel Wolf is there for brother, and that booth is wild.
No.
Although she will not be there this year. No, she's not
Cindy,
going.
I love you to pieces, but no,
allowed.
Please, I don't need convincing. I've already decided I'm not going. It's just not right for me. If an opportunity came up and Janome was like, hey, did you want to come for a day or 2? That's different. Not vending is different. And it's, Barb knows. Barb's done shows with me before. Yeah. It's mentally and physically exhausting. You are standing on concrete. So your back, like your legs, everything hurts. You don't get a chance to sit down. You don't eat regular meals. You ever. You think you're going to I'm going to go take a lunch break. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that.
You stand in the corner.
I stood in the corner and someone would be like, hi. And I see that you're eating, but I'm not going to acknowledge that. I have a question for you. And I'm like, could you ask that lady right there that's not eating? No?
Exactly.
Okay. That's totally fine. It's a lot of physical labor. And then you're literally answering the same questions all day long.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's fun. You interact with customers. Remember those cute little old ladies in Michigan?
Oh,
they were adorable.
They were so sweet.
You have a great time.
Yeah.
But by the end of the day, you're like I have no more words. We would sit at dinner and just stare at each other.
Yep.
Pat and I would drive home in complete silence for 16 hours from Kentucky. You run out of words. It's just too much. And then I would bring my laptop or bring something to work on. you don't have the energy
No.
afterwards. So that means patterns aren't getting done. That means you guys aren't getting tutorials. That means all the stuff that you guys have become accustomed to since 2020, you're not getting that anymore. So the decision has to be made. If I go back to the show schedule, I'm going to shoot myself, but also you get nothing. Nope. You get nothing from me. I'm basically gone. You only get to see a picture of my booth every couple of weeks. I don't want to live that life anymore. No. And Eric had to bring up, which I thought was really rude, that we're not getting any younger, which I thought was just a really rude thing to say. I am getting younger. I'm 37. That's what he told me yesterday. And I was like, well, close enough. I'll take it. But
question. Does Patreon have exclusive content and pattern releases, or is it just early release of content and option for ad-free?
So basically, based on my 3.5 weeks on Patreon and my patronistas, they will tell you. They get a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So I've showed them, they've seen the new pattern like way before you guys did. They got the videos early. They get to help me make decisions. They kind of listen to the thoughts in my brain and kind of interact with me. It's like my little sounding board. And in exchange for that, they also get discounts. They get early, they get to like buy stuff early. And if it sells out, it sells out, like that kind of stuff. They get, what else? Sue, where are you? Chime in here. So I know Shelly's there. Trisha's probably there.
No, nobody's saying anything.
More early stuff and then like discounts, free things. Certain tiers have goodie bags that you'll get sent out after a certain amount of time. Some of them get free virtual retreats. So there's definitely a lot of different things. All of the tiers get like the regular posts. So when I show, like every single tier has seen the new pattern. They know what the new pattern is that's being released on Tuesday. They already know what it looks like. They know the name of it. They know everything about it. They will be able to purchase the pattern with their coupon codes today. They will get the video ad-free today. And then when you guys get it, they'll already be ahead of you. So like, it's not that do they get anything exclusive? Yes, to a point. They're not going to get like a brand new pattern that I would never share with anybody else, but they might get like a gift, that kind of an exclusive thing. Does that make sense? It's not, I didn't design a pattern that I'm like, nobody else can have this except for the Patreon members, because that would be kind of silly for me. I want to share that with everyone, but they get to see it first. They get to help me decide on things. You know, it's actually been kind of refreshing because it feels like a very nice, it's a small, safe little group where I can kind of just say, here's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think of this? And they're all very kind and honest and tell me what they think. And I'm not putting it out there publicly and then going, oh, I wish I didn't say that. I wish I didn't show anybody that. So that's Patreon in a nutshell.
Okay.
Yes.
First question, what is the bag behind you? I believe pink flower. I think it's the one with the rose gold. I think that one she's talking about.
I really don't like doing this in the middle of videos because I don't know which ones you guys are pointing to.
Know.
This is Laurel and this is the Voyager train case. I'm not sure which one.
I think it might be the Laurel.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Is there a video on the Everly?
Yes, with Stephanie from Quilt Addicts Anonymous. So many
Quilt
creations.
Addicts Anonymous.
Stephanie from Quilt Addicts Anonymous just did the Everly at the end of last year, I think. She has several of my videos. We try not to overlap. So I know she's working on something, but I don't know what her next one is. So she has several on there that you can go and look up, and they're all free. They're all done the way that I do without measurements, you know, in addition to the pattern. And then she sells a lot of kits too. She does have some cork, but she sells like a lot of fabric kits, and she's got quilting. She kind of has branched out into all different things. Now she has somebody that works for her that's doing clothing.
Oh,
so
really?
if you're interested in that, you won't find that on my channel. I can assure you of that. That will never happen.
No, please. Please no.
No. She has Everly, Ellie, Trendsetter, Brooke, Leading Lady, Trio. I know I'm forgetting something. Tourist, Diva. She has some of my more simple patterns and some of the older patterns, which is nice because I can kind of just check them off. But she did Everly. I'm gonna say it was November or December. It was towards the end of last year. What else?
Did you remember to say free retreats with Patreon?
I don't know if I remembered, but yes. The higher tiers. The higher tiers do get a certain amount of virtual retreats for free. They get a space in the retreat. So even if the retreat sells out online, they have their spot reserved, because I limit the number based on like knowing that I have some flexibility based on the number of boxes I can see on my screen, because I like to see everyone at once.
Mhm.
And I actually have more than what I put out there. I just don't want that many people in one room at one time. It will be
it's
very
hard.
overwhelming,
Yeah.
especially if a lot of them are new and have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
questions. It would be very overwhelming for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But the virtual retreats are fun.
You don't want to put 40-something people in a room like we do at the in-person retreat?
No, I don't. I mean, I could, but no. That was fun, but I was tired. You can see how tired I am in that picture you posted of me. I'm like, it's tiring. And not everybody in that room even interacted with me.
No.
Some of them I didn't even talk to at all.
Probably.
Yeah, but you know, like when you have a question, I'm there to answer it. And it just, yeah, by the end of the day, I'm like, so tired. So I'm the first one to go to bed, as Lisa pointed out. Oh, the young one goes to bed first.
Exactly.
Because the young one is mentally exhausted and she wants to lay in her bed and look at TikTok. That's what she wants to do. That's how I unwind at the end of the night. Plus, I had 2 vodka tonics that one night, and that put me way over the edge. I was like, why am I drinking liquor twice? Like, that's a lot.
And he's very generous.
Generous is a nice word. Yeah, he's very, very generous.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the guy the last night was not as generous, and I appreciate that much more, because I was like, woo, this is a lot of vodka.
Jeffrey, you know.
Yes,
Jeffrey
but
takes care of us.
Jeffrey's first vodka tonic, it was a little rough in the beginning, but once I got past that, I was like, oh, I can have another one. And then we went to dinner, and God only knows what came out of my mouth. Judy, if you're here, don't say anything. Darlene, I don't know. So I wanted to also talk about my new obsession with heat transfer vinyl.
Oh yeah.
So listen, I totally know that this is not a new thing. I know that people have been doing this for a while now, and I've seen it, and I'm like, whatever. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But then I remembered.
But you cannot stop.
No, I can't stop. But then I remembered I had a bunch of this for no reason. I don't know why. Sometimes
you just buy things.
Sometimes I buy craft supplies and I don't have a reason. I had purchased other vinyl because I was cutting stuff and helping Eric letter trucks, part of my old job. And so I'm like, well, if I'm ordering vinyl, I'm gonna order some other vinyl. I might as well get some sparkles. So I'm sitting here making this notebook.
It's been around a long time. I remember it in Eric's office.
Oh, it's been around forever. It's that bin has been sitting there for decades. So I'm like, you know what? I've heard people doing this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to throw it in here. And I am obsessed with it. I want to put this inside of everything, like every wallet. Like I want to make a daybreak and put it inside. I want to do this inside of everything because it's actually really easy to work with. And if you watch the notebook tutorial, you'll know that I don't really plan things and I don't know how I'm supposed to do it correctly. So I just ironed it. And it went down pretty nicely. It's stuck.
Is it sticky to sew on?
So no, it has. So there's plastic.
It's going to be shiny.
There's a plastic coating because the one that you have is. There's a plastic coating that comes on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
so that's yours finished. But then there's another piece of plastic, and that's what you iron on, and then you peel that off. So the back of it, it's over there. I forgot to grab it. The back of it is just white. It's not sticky. It's not heat. It's heat activated. So you have to put the iron on it before anything happens. So you don't have this isn't sticky at all. This just feels like the back of a piece of vinyl. And then this is the part it's really stuck on there. There's a thick piece of plastic that you peel off. It's much easier once you have it done, but you peel that off once it's adhered. So that protects it from your vinyl. This doesn't come off. Like I'm not getting glitter everywhere. So I'm sure.
Does the vinyl on this come off if you wanted it to?
No, because that's part of that one. There's different. They call them different names.
See, this one's like this.
Yours is like really shiny. This one is like glittery.
That's cool.
We'll do some ASMR. So those videos crack me up that people actually make a living that way.
I know.
They're like,
I know.
And someone listens to it. Should I be doing that? I don't know. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, would that look cool? I don't know. Let's go figure it out. And I had some, and I don't maybe I ordered more. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I might have more coming. But you don't have to you don't have to do glitter.
Is that a hint?
No.
Should I find a spot for it?
No. It's mine. It's not.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I'll go over there. It's you don't have to do glitters and crazy. They have florals. They have like different prints. I get it from a place called Expressions with an S vinyl.com. I've been using them for years. If you need any kind of vinyl, like the permanent vinyl, if you're doing like decals on something, if you need heat transfer vinyl, they have all different kinds of vinyl in like a million different colors. I even had their swatches at one point because remember I was making the pin dishes years and years ago when Eric would paint for me. I know. I don't know what happened to all of them, but I just happened to buy some because I was playing around. I think I put a piece of this on a boxy bag. Oh, that's what it was. I cut my sister's initials and I made her a boxy pouch and I fused her initials on the boxy pouch. So that's why I had 8 million pieces of it. And I like glitter. She does not. Hers was not glittery. So yeah, I just ironed it down with my iron on the hottest setting and then just peeled the plastic off and it's done. It's permanent. And I top stitched this with no problem. Like it didn't, and even yours, which is like stickier. Yeah, this is top stitch, no problem. Yeah. Really? So that's my new obsession. You use, Teflon foot? No, I don't have one for that machine. So no, I just did whatever I wanted to do.
Well, we know that, but did it work?
It did.
Obviously. They love your quick hit tutorials.
Thank you. That also was kind of not planned, and I just decided to do that one day. And a lot of people really like the rotary cutting video. So much so that I have been asked to do a left-handed video, which I'm going to do because I can cut left-handed. And I feel bad for lefties because you guys always get like, you have to adapt. We don't have to adapt. We don't have to adapt to anything. You have to figure out how to use our right-handed stuff. So once I'm waiting for something to come in, I'll show you. I ordered more stuff. Once that is here, I do it for you.
Shayna's left-handed, and it's funny to watch her. Oh yeah, to watch her cut. Sometimes I'm like, don't you think if you moved it this way, it might work a little better?
Eric is left-handed, but he doesn't cut correctly. So listen, I'm not the authority on cutting left-handed. I understand that I'll probably offend someone who's left-handed. They'll be like, I don't do it that way, but I'll show you how I do it, and I can measure. It's a skill that I acquired because it made cutting easier. I cannot write with my left hand. I can't do anything else with my left hand, but I can use my rotary cutter, as weird as it is. I can't do, my left hand just balances my body. That's its only purpose and holds my wedding band. It doesn't do anything else, but I can cut. So I'm going to do a left-handed video. And sounds really funny. I was watching Friends yesterday and Phoebe said, I have to go call my mom about a left-handed cooking question.
Oh, geez.
And I was like, I feel like Phoebe Buffet right now, but totally fine. So I think I have talked about nothing long enough. What are you doing over there?
I fell off the chair.
Okay, that's it. I got all my stuff. So.
Do you have this in aqua?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I will look. I give her a gift and now she wants another color.
No, I just,
I'm kidding.
I
think I do. I think there's a piece over there. The last thing I want to tell you, and then we're done. And I'm really sorry if you don't live locally, you can leave if you want to, because unfortunately it doesn't really apply to you. But I'm excited. We are going to start having classes, like in-person classes here in the spring. It's not set yet. I don't know when. I have to get chairs in. Eric found me some awesome tables. I got to get back from Texas and get stuff. I have a bigger surface for videos right now. No legs. Barb actually can get close to me because there's no legs in between us. We don't have 3 tables zip tied and screwed together. I forgot that I screwed them together and I was like, why aren't these tables moving?
What did you do with them?
They're over there.
Oh, okay. So
that's where they live right now. But Eric got me tables. I'm going to get some chairs. And when we get back, probably in March, we'll start planning some stuff. And then we're going to have classes here, which I'm so excited about. It's not going to be like, every day, all day, anything like that. Don't worry. I'm still going to make tutorials. But it's just kind of fun. It's fun to do stuff in person now that we can and we have space. We couldn't do that before. We couldn't. If we even tried, there was nowhere unless we went in the garage. I don't think that would have worked. So we've got tons of room and we have a beautiful room with lots of lights, lots of windows, and
lots of lights.
Why not?
Lots of lights.
We have a lot of lights. we don't do anything out there. That's where
Nope.
the Glow Forge is, and that's all that is out there. So instead of trying to figure out things and move stuff and whatever and wait for the upstairs to get finished, we're gonna have classes here.
And it's awesome because the Glow Forge is off by itself.
It
by
is.
That ramp thing.
It's nowhere near anybody.
Yeah.
We have a ramp so you can get in with your sewing machine. We've got plenty of room. You can shop while you're here.
Wonderful
You have
parking.
we have amazing parking.
Yep.
We have a very
Pizza
small
places
refrigerator. So don't get too crazy. Our refrigerator is miniature.
Yeah.
Other than that, we have a microwave, we have Keurig, we got all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be local. I mean, you can fly here anytime you want. Shelly's flying to a retreat. I'm just saying it's probably not going to be as feasible if you're not local. Is what I mean. So
very true.
So we're very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that everything? I guess. So look out on Tuesday. You're getting a new pattern and a new video. And then we'll probably be talking about that on Friday, unless something really crazy happens in my life between now and then, which I doubt it will. And look for the Charlotte video at some point next week, the Charlotte Cork video. That's going to be exciting.
You've been on a roll.
I have been. I have.
Awesome.
Well, and okay, hold on. I said I was done, but I'm not.
She's never done.
No, never done. So the book. This is the book.
I bought a book.
But
I have not put anything in it yet.
Well,
what should I be putting in there?
You should be putting a lot of things in here. So this has new patterns. It has new stuff in here, but also I have my month to month. I did it. And so I've been writing down all the things that I did that month, all the projects I made. I've been tracking my numbers on social media. I've been trying some different things. So I have all that. I have goals.
Gotta change that YouTube number.
No. That was the beginning.
Oh.
So I'm waiting until the end of the month so I can see. All the things that I had written down for January, I finished. I did all of those. I've got all the, I've kind of got like a little
schematic. Did you finish a February item in January?
Did I? Oh, no, I moved it. I switched patterns because you liked it so much. So I switched patterns.
Oh, thank you.
So,
I haven't seen it yet.
Now I have, you've seen it.
No, but the pattern. I want the pattern.
That's the other reason you can't have it right now because I have to have them printed.
Yeah.
So I switched some things around and did some different things, but I'm giving myself little goals to do per month, little like reminders, like these are the things that you want to work on, things that I want to take care of. I have lists of things that I want to do, ideas. No, get out of here. Get out of here. We're not moving anything up. And then I have my end of the month. I did it because
that's cool.
I know I tell you all the time, and I do believe this. The numbers don't mean anything. The numbers, it doesn't matter how many followers. I always want quality over quantity. I would rather have less followers that actually paid attention and liked me and communicated with me than to have all these followers that are here for no reason. I don't want that. But I am trying to grow my business. I'm trying to grow my social media. I'm trying to, expand our audience. I want to have new people at our virtuals and new people, communicating with us and on YouTube. So if I don't know where I started, how do I know if I'm going in the right direction?
Exactly.
So for the month of January, I kind of had a system. For February, I'm going to stick to that, but I'm going to change something because I've been doing a lot of research and you get into the algorithm. And the one that I'm in right now is you're not growing your stuff correctly. There's better ways to do it. Are they all a bunch of lies? I have no idea. But one of the things that they've been saying, is somebody here? Do we have a ghost?
Hello? Got a ghost. Should I go look?
No, don't leave me alone.
Don't go out there alone. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, don't leave me alone. I'll go with you. I don't know what's going on. But one of the things that I was reading, and so why not try it and see if it works, was that other apps don't like when you repost from a different app that they're not associated with their watermark on it. Well, I make videos on TikTok because they're easy. I like their editing. So if I upload that to Instagram, to Facebook, there's a lot of things right now saying they don't like that. They don't like that you have a watermark for a different app on there. They're not promoting you and boosting your stuff as much. Is that a bunch of BS? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So there's another way to do it with another app that doesn't leave a watermark. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm doing the same thing. I might as well try it.
Yeah.
So does that change? So I'm definitely willing to try things and see what works and what doesn't work. And see where we're at every month, kind of see what kind of growth we have. So that's all.
I don't think she sleeps.
I do a lot, actually. Okay,
I don't
so
believe it.
we're gonna go see if we're about to get murdered. I'm gonna hope no.
Cheryl says she's going to drive out for a class.
I can't wait.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
And Glenna Eastwood says she's got to make a trek east.
Yes, you do. Glenna's in California, so
Oh,
that
that's
would be quite a trek.
You better do it when we're having a
But
class.
you're totally welcome.
Retreat, a retreat. Make it worthwhile. Jeez.
So we're excited. We have a lot of new stuff to do, and we're done. I promise. I'm really done. I'm my foot is on the floor. I'm getting up to turn off the video. I'm just gonna say something to you. Don't look at me when I say this. First of all, happy birthday. This is Bar's birthday week. You get a whole week. But also,
Thank you.
You guys might not know this, but I know this, and I'm gonna make sure that you know this. This one right here is the reason that your orders keep coming to you, because snow days don't throw her off. She might not be here, but she makes sure to come in the next day. She comes in on a Saturday. She gets your stuff done. If it was me and I wasn't in charge, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not coming in. See you later. Because I never really cared about what I was doing. Barb actually cares. She cares about you and she cares about me, and it's wonderful. And thank you. I just want to look at you and
You're
say
welcome.
I want it to be all weird and pushy. No. You're wonderful. All right, we're done.
We're done.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.